Are you currently looking to get your real estate license here in Oregon and you don't know where to start? This process can seem overwhelming, but I'm here to simplify it so that you can get started the right way the first time and avoid any mistakes that are commonly made when getting your license here in Oregon. Hey everyone, my name is Joe Skipper and I'm the owner of Skipper Realty Group, brokered by eXp Realty out of Oregon, and I'm going to show you today how to get started on your real estate license here in Oregon. And if you're a new agent or you want to be a real estate agent, you should like and subscribe to this page. I'm going to start putting out content regularly so that you can go into this new career path with the most knowledge so that you can make the best decisions, you can avoid mistakes, and you can set yourself up for the most success in this career. Okay, let's get started. So first off, welcome. And I'm really excited to be showing you this process. And hopefully I'm going to provide you with good information so that you can avoid the mistakes that I made and have more of a streamlined process of getting your license here in Oregon. So let's give you a little history. I had to walk through this whole process alone, and I struggled with the entire process, payments, what courses I should take, and so on. I took my course over a long period of time, which was fine, but I will caution you that the longer you take to get through the course, the more information you lose in your brain, which made the test much harder to take in the end. But it was what I had to do in my situation, so it worked out fine, but it's just food for thought for you. So in Oregon, there are 3 different paths that you can take to get your license, but only 2 of them are available to the newbies. And that is the broker's license and the property manager license. The third is the principal broker's license, and that is only available to brokers here that have been in the industry in Oregon for at least 3 years. So let's take a look at what it takes for you to get your broker's license. Now, the terms real estate agent, realtor, and broker get thrown around a lot and are somewhat interchangeable, but in Oregon, the official term is broker. So to get started, make sure you meet the initial qualifications. The basic qualifications are you need to be 18 years of age and have a high school diploma, GED, or international equivalent. If you're good there, then let's dive into the Oregon State website and talk about the next steps. Okay, let's get started here. So we are on the Oregon.gov website that's associated with the Oregon Real Estate Agency. And as you can see here, there's tons of information here. I just wanted to show you really quickly like a brief overview of where you can get just the general information on certain things that are regarding your license. So it's very simple. You're gonna go over to the licensing section over here. You're gonna say, get your license when it comes up. So like we talked about a little bit earlier, there's 3 different routes you can take, and these aren't particular routes you can take. To become a principal broker, you have to get your broker's license. So in Oregon, just focus on the broker's license if you're new. You can be a property manager in Oregon and just be a property manager, but not be licensed as a broker. So if you want to just be a property manager, go for that. But we're going to go for broker's license here. And this will give you basically everything you need to know. It can kind of get confusing. That's why I'm going to go over some of this stuff in detail. But this is generally speaking what you need. Well, not generally speaking, this is everything you need to know to get your license. As we talked about, you have to be 18 years of age. You have to have your high school diploma, your GED, or your international certificate. You're going to register for your accountant e-license. I'll go into a bit of detail here. I'll go as far as I can with you into that, but then it stops me because I already have a license. You then apply for your broker's license. This is a $300 non-refundable application fee in the e-license program. Once you do that, then you will complete 150 hours of schooling, and that can be, these are agency approved schools. Go through this list. Some of them are in person, some of them are a combo, some of them are all online. So whatever you prefer to do, they have a school for it. Once you're done, you give your applicant ID, or when you get started, you give your applicant ID number and full name to the school. Then you take the exam. You schedule the license fee or the license online, and then you take a test at one of their providers. Then you pass both sections. There's a national section and a state section for the broker license exam. Once you are passed on that, you pay and get fingerprinted, and then we go on to you get a background check, you get your new principal broker, you get into the business, and then the agency completes a final review of your application. So I just said it very simply. It can be very confusing, so let's go through a little bit more on it. What you can do is go back here. So this is basically back to the Oregon license. What you do is you log in. As a new person, you're going to log into e-license. This is how you get started, how you start your application. I have an account here, so it's going to tell me to just log in, but you can go to register. You want to go as an individual here. And then if you are currently or have been licensed in Oregon before, you'll put no if you haven't. and then you come through here and you put your ID and everything in here. This is important to put in the correct, when you create an account, put the proper email account in here, put your proper information in here, because basically this is all the stuff that Oregon as a state will have for you. So you go into here. What it's going to do from there is you get to submit your application, and that's basically going to be submitting your application, your broker application, and then clicking start on that. You're going to go through all the stuff to do that. It's going to just go through the standard process, and then once you go through that, you'll go through the payment, and you're going to pay that $300 application fee. You're going to receive an email within 24 hours from Oregon State Agency that your application has been received, and then you'll be given a new e-license user ID. And so this user ID is important because that's going to go into your online courses or whatever courses that you take. The next steps, let's go back and see if we can go to the next steps about, you're going to take the 150-hour courses, but let's go into there and go to the different various courses that you can take, just so that you know. But basically, you have to take 150 hours. Most of these courses are already set up to give you the 150 hours, so you don't need to overthink, like, what classes do I take? What do I have to do here? Anything like that. They already have it. It's already set up for you. But these are agency. It's important to take agency approved courses. If you don't take an approved course, you may or may not get credit for it. So you don't want to waste 150 hours and then go through and not have the ability to get your broker's license. So as you can see, this will give you, this is all in just alphabetical order. It's not, you can filter it however you want, but basically there's no rankings or anything like that. It's what I did was just went through different ones and saw what I thought was great and picked it. I wanted an online service, so I looked for only online. You can see over here how it's delivered online. There's a lot of online. There's some combinations of online courses, and I think they have just fully in class. Yeah, classroom ones right here at Norman Webb Real Estate School in Salem. So if you learn better by being in class, they do have full in-class ones. If you like just online, they have a ton of online. The CE shop is where a lot of people get just basically CE credits for their real estate stuff. So let's just go to that here. So it'll take you directly to the link to get your stuff, and you will go to the real estate side. And once it lets me do that, you select your state. Let's go to Oregon. This is going to be your pre-licensing. So this is going to be like, this is the licensing training that you need to take before you get your broker's license. So you want to do pre-licensing and broker, not principal broker. And then all it does is just tell you, here's the 150 hours broker license package. It gives you all of the stuff here. And then it'll tell you the value package and all that sort of stuff. This is how much it costs, $434 just for the value package. The course is only $356. I went with the value package. Some of them will give you study schedules and those sort of things, and that might be helpful to you. But all of them will cover the amount of classes that you need to take. So you complete that pre-license education. Once you do that, you're going to schedule a real estate exam with the Oregon Real Estate Agency. It has to be taken, I believe, within a year of taking your course. So you don't have to be quick to take it. I would recommend that you take the test pretty much as soon as you can after your course. That's when you have the most knowledge, it's when you have the most of the information in your head. So I would say to take that. You can either call or you can schedule an exam online. And this is where you'd go. PSI is where you'd go online, and you can just view available tests and check for available dates. So this will give you all of what you need to know to get your test scheduled. Once you take your test, you're going to pass that broker's license exam. Once that test is taken and passed, you're going to get a background check. You'll do fingerprints with the state and those sort of things. Make sure you're clear of any large crimes, warrants, anything like that. Once you do that, the next step is to basically get in line with a brokerage. So that is basically, you have to, what they call, hang your license with a broker before you can actually get your official broker's license. So what that means in Oregon is that you have to have a principal broker accept you into their agency. It's not like really an acceptance. It's basically like Keller Williams, EXP, all of us have principal brokers. You join that group. Once you join that group, you're under a principal broker. They're not necessarily your boss, but they're responsible for liability issues, any sort of paperwork issues, and those sort of things. But once you pick a company, once you pick a group that you want to be with, once you pick an agent that you want to be with, as long as they're a principal broker, you can hang your license under that brokerage, and then you go from there. So I hope this helps you to get started. If you have any questions or any issues and you want me to walk you through any of this or anything like that, shoot me a text or give me a call and we can walk through that as well. Hopefully this helped. It can get overwhelming, but just take these steps. Oregon helps you pretty well go through the different steps you need. The biggest thing is picking the course curriculum that you like and what fits for you, because I picked one that didn't really fit for me and it took me a long time and it was a little bit of a struggle. But if you need advice on that, let me know and I can help you with that as well. So hopefully that helped. I'll talk to you guys soon. If you have any issues or any problems, give me a call. See ya. Okay, so those are the steps you need to take in order to get your license here in Oregon. If you have any questions at all, or need to talk through anything I've covered, or have any other questions, feel free to reach out and we can chat more. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe to my page so that you can stay up to date not only on the latest on the Oregon housing market, but the tips and tricks for Oregon real estate agents to help their job be easier. Thanks.